Are you addressing her, Kunti? And
Yes.
huh? That's right. I was saying in general terms, he is addressing her throughout. If you did this. Now, next question, please.
This question is coming from a sister from Morocco.
You always say that. This is coming. It has come.
It has come
It
already.
has come, yes.
Already it's come.
It's here now.
Yes. It's a style. This is coming from somewhere else.
She's asking, she says that the non-Ahmadi Muslims declare Ahmadis are non-Muslims. So what do Ahmadis think about the non-Ahmadi Muslims?
We don't think, we know. Because it is not our decision. We have no right to declare anybody non-Muslim. But Allah has. And Hazrat Muhammad Rasulullah had this right given to him from God. He said, if anyone declares a Muslim non-Muslim, he'll become a non-Muslim himself. Right? So why should we come into the picture at all? We stand aside. The decision, the judgment has been passed by Hazrat Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He has declared it very clearly. Don't call Muslims non-Muslims. If you do, it will turn back upon you. Your fatwa will apply to you rather than him. So this is a very clear warning. And this was the attitude of Hazrat Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam throughout his life. I know of not a single person whom Hazrat sallallahu alaihi wasallam declared a non-Muslim while he claimed to be a Muslim. Such the entire history of Hazrat sallallahu alaihi wasallam's lifetime and that of the Sahaba and Khulafa particularly, you will not find a single person whom Hazrat Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam or his Khulafa declared, we don't accept your claim that you are Muslim. You are a non-Muslim. Show me one instance. So when Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said it to others, he himself practiced this. And this is a sunnat muakkada or muakkada. And to violate sunnat muakkada is a very big crime. Something which Huzur Akram sallallahu alaihi wasallam never did himself and spoke against it. If anybody does it, he becomes a prime criminal. That is one aspect which should be understood by people. You see, Muslim ulama of the past, of the good old days, have been declaring other sects as kafirs, but not as non-Muslims. There's a big difference between the two. Ulama of the later ages, when everything had become corrupt and wrong, they started declaring people non-Muslims. But the medieval ulama had that caution applied. They declared somebody is kafir. And yet, when they said kafir, he was permitted to act as Muslims, to behave as Muslims, to pray his prayers as Muslims, to build mosques. Never was he forcibly thrown out of the pale of Islam, which meant that the term kafir meant something else. And the ulama have discussed this subject. They say that it is kufr dunal kufr and iman dunal iman. It is not the ultimate kufr they are talking about. They are talking about some acts or beliefs which are non-Islamic in character. So if anybody remains a Muslim and also holds certain views which according to some ulama are non-Islamic in character, they declared him as a kafir. But they never deprived him. This is the important point. Never deprived him of the right to be called Muslim. They never beat him for the crime of calling himself Muslim, while ulama thought he was not. So as such, ulama have been declaring fatwa of kufr against all other ulama as well. You study the history of ulama's infights and differences of opinion. Every alim from the time of Rasulullah sallam and after the demise of Rasulullah sallam has been declared a kafir. Even the khulafa were not spared. So that is an infight within the world of Islam. But they were not called non-Muslims, nor were they deprived of the right to be called Muslims. This is what should be clearly understood, because in our case, by doing this, they fall under the fatwa of Hazrat Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. It is for them to decide which fatwa they would prefer. We prefer fatwa against us by the ulama, and the ulama prefer fatwa against them of Hazrat Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Whose fatwa will carry weight? That is the point. You understand? Thank you. You see, I have mentioned it before, that even when Allah tells himself that this man has no faith in his heart, none whatsoever, lamma yadkhul al-imanu fi qulubihim, these people have no faith. Yet Allah tells him that you can tell them to continue to call themselves Muslims. Qulu aslamna. What better authority do they need? Who is better, who is a truer witness than God himself? The mullahs, the mashayikh, do not know what is in our hearts. So when they claim that inside your heart you are non-believers, they play God. So they become atheists. True believer can never act God. They say, when you don't know, Allah knows best. Like Hazrat Isa alayhi salam would tell on the Day of Judgment, La alamu ma fi nafsik. Wa anta ta'lamu ma fi nafsi. Anta alamu to hai, lekin puri ayat pe. This is the confession of every prophet of God. And the angels, what did it say? Whatever you taught us, we don't know anything else. You see? So these mullahs of today, they claim to be higher than prophets and higher than angels, and they say, we know what is in the hearts of the Ahmadis. What Islam is that? Can you understand such an Islam? The angels say, oh God, we don't know anything, only what you told us. And Rasulullah sallam is told by Allah what is in the hearts, and he's still not permitted to declare them non-Muslims. So he does not. The mullahs are higher than Muhammad Rasulullah sallam, higher than prophets of Allah, higher than the angels. And what is higher than angels and prophets of Allah? Allah. So that is why I said they play God. And they have absolutely no right whatsoever. We know what is in the heart, Allah knows, and they must not interfere with affairs which lie between man and God, and no third person is permitted to interfere. Right? Please.
What was the verse?
Huh?
لا أعلم ما في نفسك.
Hadith Isa alayhi salam on the Day of Judgment would say, فقد علمت تعلم ما في نفسي ولا أعلم ما في نفسك. Only Allah knows what is in the heart of Hazrat Isa. Hazrat Isa does not know what is in the heart of God. So that is an admission of total humility. As far as knowledge goes, he says, I do not know what is passing in your mind, O God, but you know whatever is passing in my heart. So it is only Allah who knows. So when the mullahs say, we know, they play God. You understand?